Hey guys, John Stevens here again at Working Man Success. I'm here to help you build the best career you possibly can and work your way up the ladder of success and help you create the best life you can for you and your family as a working man. And here to debunk the lie that you have to have an entrepreneur or you have to be an entrepreneur or own a business or any of that stuff to build a great life in your career. Most people don't want to do that, and it's a lie on the internet these days that you have to build or you have to build a company of some sort and be an entrepreneur and all this stuff to have a great life. And it's total bullshit. You can, as a normal working man, you can build a great life for you and your family. And there's some concepts, ideals, practical plans that you put in play to do that. And them are the things that we're here to talk about on this channel. So if you're interested in that, if you're an everyday average working man and you want to build the best life you can for you and your family, hit the subscribe button, and we're going to be here every day talking about concepts that's going to help you do that. And today, guys, I got a very simple one for y'all, and that's going to be a concept or a reoccurring ideal on this channel. The stuff that gets you way ahead in your career is always very, very simple to implement. The problem is with people is it's so simple that they don't see the value in doing them. So 90% of the people don't follow through. They don't do the ideals. They don't do the concepts. They don't build the habits in them that gets them ahead because they're so small and they're so simple that they can't understand how something so simple slingshots them to the top of the ladder of success. And so today this is something that I started using years ago, and it is absolutely phenomenal what it'll do in your life. And I've noticed from time to time in my life I have quit using this process, and things doesn't go as well as they should. I start noticing that I'm falling behind on certain things. I get forgetful. I get off track, and then I always come back to the fact that I'm not utilizing this one little simple tool that absolutely everybody has the opportunity to use, but nobody uses it. And that is what makes it so powerful. It's not the tool or the concept that's it's not that super awesome. It's very simple, but again, nobody uses it, so that's why it's so awesome. And it is nothing but a little 3x5 notebook that you keep in your pocket. And what do you do with this notebook? This will make you a superhuman in your working career and help you move up the ladder of success faster than almost anything I can think of. And why is it so powerful? Because as you go through your day of work and you go through your life, things come up and people forget stuff. People are constantly forgetting, that to send the email or, like get in touch with the person that they need to talk to about a situation, or talk to their boss about a situation, or have a conversation with a coworker about an important topic. Whatever the situation is, people think about things, and they are constantly all day long, they're having super good ideals in their mind that will move them ahead. But what happens is, as soon as they have that ideal and an hour or two goes by, that ideal goes away because of all the other distractions that's coming in on a minute by minute basis. And then it may be 2 or 3 more weeks before you have that ideal again. Or, if you need to send an email, you got an important conversation to have, like whichever it is, you don't think about these things except maybe once or twice, and then they go away. And you forget to do them until 2 or 3 days later, it pops up in your head again. And what happens in the meantime is maybe you have talked about this ideal with with a coworker. Maybe you've talked about this with somebody else, and they may beat you to the punch. That happens a lot, but most of the time, what happens is you just forget about it, and you don't remember to take the opportunity. So, guys, like I said, this right here is a superhuman power. And if you go through your day and you build a habit of every ideal that you have, just write it down. And it's stuff to do. Like it is a checklist, it's a to-do list, is what it is. And each day, as you do them, like just for an example, okay, when I get to work, I've got to put together a plan for the day for me and my coworkers. We're going to do these 4 or 5 things, and then as things come up during the day, I add to that list. And as I do the things on the list, I check them off, put a line through them or whatever. At the end of the day, I make sure what is not done on that list goes on the next page, and I rip the top page out and throw it in the garbage. That day is done. I've done all I could do. I'm out of time. So whatever is on the list, I look at it. If it still seems like a good idea or still needs to be done, I'll move it to the next day. And then before I go to bed at night, if you'll think about the next day just for a second, and stuff that you need to address, put it on the paper. And then when you get up in the morning, you already got a to-do list, a checklist to go through your day with. And if you get in a habit, now this takes a little while to get in the habit, because what you'll do is you'll stick it in your pocket and you'll go through your day and you won't put anything on it, because that's what you're used to doing anyway. You have to utilize it. And as you're writing stuff down, you need to build a habit of pulling that out of your pocket at least an hour, every hour or so, and taking a look at it. Am I doing the things that I have on my list? What can I do next? What's the next best step I can take that's on my list? And take care of it. And when you take care of it, you mark it off. And I'm telling y'all, like I said, this seems so simple and so easy, but it is very simple. It is very easy to implement in your day-to-day life, and even at your home life. At work, if your wife calls you and say, hey, the baby's out of diapers or out of formula, will you stop on the way home and get it? Well, if you got your list and you're constantly looking at your list and you look at it before you go home, you don't get home and realize you forgot it. You remember it because it's on your list and you're constantly looking at it. And you can think about how productive that could be in your working career. And if you build a habit of doing that over a period of 3 or 4 months, like, you will be so far ahead of everybody else that it will blow your mind. And nobody's going to do it, I promise you. Like, everybody that hears this video, maybe 1 or 2 people will pick this up and try to implement it, and 1 out of them 2 will actually stick with it, because they'll do it for a couple of days, and it's not comfortable because it's out of the ordinary. So the 1 person that actually does it, they will skyrocket, because everybody's mind is not built like a filing cabinet just to remember every little thing that happens or every little thing that you need to do. Your mind is to process information and make a decision right now. And as much distractions and incoming information that we have today, it is impossible to keep up with the stuff that you know you need to do. And anyway, guys, like I said, a 3x5 notebook, you can buy 20 of them for just a few dollars. Probably five of them will get you through a whole year. Just write the stuff down, check it off. At the end of the day, transfer the stuff that you need to remember for tomorrow on the next page. Tear the page you're on off, throw it in the garbage. And that's building a system in your life that absolutely moves you forward. So, guys, if you thought this is valuable, send it to somebody that needs to hear it. They're probably not going to use it, but at least at least it's a conversation to have. Get in the comments if you utilize this already. Get in the comments and talk about how powerful it is. If y'all think it's stupid, get in the comments and tell me that. I'm open to criticism, and that's another thing on this channel, y'all. I want to build a community of guys that talk about good ideas and good concepts, where everybody else on the channel is not just listening to me, but they're listening to other high standard men that will help everybody get ahead in life and build the best life they possibly can for them and their family. So give me a like, subscribe, get in the comments, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Thanks for listening.